Katie, was that your year?
Yes, it was. I was there too.
I don't know if you can see who's just joined us, guys.
Hi guys, nice to see you all again.
Oh wow.
Hello.
I don't even recognize some of you since it's been what, 2, maybe even 3 years for some of you. How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks.
How long have you guys been on this call now with Catherine talking about the awards?
Just over half an hour.
What have you been talking about? What are the amazing ideas that you guys have cooked up?
I was talking about how positive the evening was and how it was a celebration of everything we can do. And I think all of us need to focus on that. And I've definitely carried that through right until now and continue to carry it through. And anything that encourages that further to keep that momentum going and encourages all to focus on what we can do is so useful and so important, I think, definitely.
Remembering how you felt and how much it meant to you, what are the ideas that come to mind?
I was really nervous and I felt a bit electric with excitement. And then when I heard all of the other award winners' stories, I thought, God, I shouldn't be here. Like, these are all incredible people. And I felt so lucky to share it with them and to be able to speak to so many people and just the positivity. I don't think I've ever been in a moment like it, where everyone is so accepting of all of the differences and everything and so encouraging. And it was just such a wonderful time emotionally that just gave us all this big lift. And it made me realise how important it is to encourage people of no matter what type thing. That was probably the biggest thing that I remember and how positive the evening was.
How's lockdown been? Has it been?
Well, it's been quite boring, but I've been getting to spend lots of time with my family and things like that.
And if you could nominate anyone that you know of or that you've seen or that you've interacted with this year, anyone at all, who would you nominate?
My mum.
Is your mum there going?
Yeah.
Good, well done, Mum. Where's Mum? Mum, can we see you? Yeah, hi. That's by the way, Maddison, that was the perfect answer. To choose your mum, I think, was absolutely spot on. Did you have any good ideas that you passed on to Catherine and the rest of the team about taking yourself back to that night when you won your award? Do you still have happy memories of that night?
I have very happy memories. It was one of the best nights of my life.
And how are your singing lessons going? Maybe you can sing at the next awards.
Maybe I could. I've been working really hard on my singing, and I can just about sing a song from Mamma Mia, and I'm working on a song from another musical I like.
And the whole family gets to listen to it as well because of lockdown, which is even more amazing. You get to rehearse and practice so much. I can't wait to hear you sing. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to sing. That would be putting you on the spot, which I'm not going to do. And who else we got? Marni?
Yeah.
Hi, nice to see you again. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's lockdown been?
Well, I've had more time on my hands, so like I got to do like loads of different things at home. Like I got to spend more time with my family and stuff.
And presumably you've been doing more baking.
Yep.
What's the biggest or the most delicious thing that you baked recently?
Oreo pops.
Nice. I love that. And you ate them all?
I ate at least 5.
What does it take to win a WellChild Award, guys?
What it takes is to just be yourself.
Believe in yourself. I think you've got to find the best in every situation. Every award winner I was lucky enough to meet was so optimistic, and not because life is easy, but because they've made an incredible life of what they've got, and that optimism. Yeah, definitely.
That you kind of hit the nail on the head. In fact, all of you, like your bravery, your strength, your optimism, your everything is just so unbelievably inspiring and incredibly refreshing as well. And you're so right, Evie, like the every single one of you is in a unique situation.
One thing that I would say about Evie and all our award winners as well is that, you know, they are truly inspiring and, like you say, brave and everything with it. But I also think that they're incredibly humble as well. Like, they don't realize how fantastic they are. And, you know, I mean, even now, Evie, there's a little something that you haven't been sharing with us, is there? But you've had some fantastic news recently.
I was nominated for a Horse and Hound Amateur Rider, not of the year, but of the Decade Award, and I've won it.
Where do you find the energy to be able to do that?
I think it's through having something that makes everything else worthwhile. So, of course, I'm in hospital at the moment, but when you've got a goal there to work towards and to keep you motivated, and when you've got a passion for something, it makes all of the struggle worthwhile. And I think without that, I would really struggle. But when I've got a focus, and when we've all got a focus, whether it be with modelling or singing or anything like that, when you've got a focus and a goal, it just keeps your mind straight and you're able to pull yourself along, and everything is worthwhile if you can achieve your passion.
And that's why the children and the young people of WellChild are literally at the very heart of this charity, because you guys are just so, I don't know, you know who you are, and you don't pretend to be anybody else. And because of that, you inspire every single nurse, every single caregiver, every single mum, every single dad, every single sibling, and outside of the WellChild community as well. You're inspiring people every single day. Catherine, how hard has it been this year for WellChild and for yourself and for other nurses and caregivers to be able to actually get to the homes and help the families?
Gosh, it's definitely been a roller coaster of a year for sure. You know, I think all of us, when we think back to March and, you know, when the pandemic really hit us and the lockdown happened, and just the panic and, you know, the closing down of vital services and care support, and parents not being able to access PPE, and, you know, just seeing the real impact that was having on parents through our family tree network was just, you know, it was a really difficult time for sure. But as a charity, we were really lucky that we could see quickly what parents needed to help them through this crisis, and we put together a direct response service to help people access food deliveries, medication supplies, but most importantly, to access the PPE so they could keep their carers coming into their homes to help them with their children's 24/7 care needs. And just, you know, as challenging as that was to do and be a part of, it was incredibly rewarding to be able to essentially step into this almost frontline role for our parents and give them that direct support that they needed day after day just to get them through this crisis in this year.
Why is it so important to encourage people out there, up and down the country, to come forward and to vote for their most inspirational child, most inspirational young person, most inspirational caregiver, most inspirational doctor, most inspirational mother, father, sibling?
I think the big thing is it doesn't just affect that one person who's lucky enough to win the award. It's their families that try so hard to support them, and it's the big support network, their healthcare, that put in so many hours of treatment and surgeries and everything with that. But also that person, it gives them the confidence to continue trying, to know that they can do it, and to have such a positive experience, like in, you know, the awards, when it's such a positive filled night. It then means that they can carry that on through whatever they're doing, inspire other people, perhaps help other people, and continue to lead a really wonderful life. And I think it's not just that one night. Actually, that is the start of continuing to give them the confidence and the encouragement for the rest of their lives that they can still do it and do whatever they want.
Absolutely spot on. It's a massive team effort, and I know that every single time that one of you guys receives that award, that you know how many people are part of that, and that's what I love as well.
Because it makes them feel more confident and realise that they're not alone, that there's other people.
Exactly. Does it feel isolating for you guys?
Sometimes it does kind of feel isolated, like there's no one else.
Yeah. And then how does it make you feel when you realize there are other people, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, but thousands?
Like I said, much more confident and just much excited because there's more people like me.
And that's again presumably why the the awards that night, and then you staying at the hotel if you get to stay there, and then the next day as well, to be around that group, that community, that family, the extended family of WellChild, means so much, and it brings such a smile to your face, which I love.
The only other thing I would say is the community that WellChild creates. It's because it is really isolating and you feel so alone. And I grew up thinking I was the only person in the world with an illness. That's how, yeah. So I was properly blindsided, and feeling less alone. You feel so much stronger when you know other people understand and know what you're going through and are doing the same. So having that community is incredible. So thank you to WellChild for doing that. And I love having our chats with everyone and speaking to everyone. It's been lovely to have a catch up and see everyone. And I hope everyone and their families are all okay and doing okay.
Anyone else?
So I think so people can be recognised by all their achievements, because a lot of people like me have got a lot of achievements and stuff like that. So I just think they should be recognised.
That's so true. There's never enough time in the day or days in the week to recognise every single one of you and to recognise all your achievements. But if that one moment of you being able to receive that WellChild Award, not even receive the award, just get nominated, right? Because that in itself is a huge achievement. But you guys know how many kids and how many young people your ages are struggling through life, but coming out on top every single day, and are inspiring their parents, which is sometimes so back to front. That's just the way that it is with you guys, because you're so incredibly brave. But that, as I said at the beginning of the call, that means so much to so many people. And I think the more we can show that to the rest of the UK, the more of an uplift each of those families will feel because of you guys.